as it is the practice in our discussions, we shall start by hearing the delegation of the country concerned. Therefore, I pass the floor to the distinguished representative of Myanmar. You have 5 minutes, sir.
Mr. President, finding sustainable solution on the issue of Rakhine is one of the top priorities of our government. While the situation in northern Rakhine has been the focus of much international attention, the narrative related to it has very sadly been incomplete and misleading, and verified allegations had been reported as facts, resulting in perceptions that aggravated the whole situation. Mr. President, I listened attentively to the statement of the High Commissioner and read his conference room paper carefully. I recognize that many points contained in the paper are flawed. For example, the second head of the para 11 says, I quote, Bangladesh and Myanmar stated that repatriation would preferably be complete within 6 months. 7 months later, repatriation has yet to begin, end quote. According to para 36 of the physical arrangement, both sides agreed to complete repatriation in a time-bound manner agreed by both parties, preferably within 2 years. In fact, Myanmar side was ready to receive the verified returnee since January 2018. Much of the information contained are also distorted or exaggerated. The misinformation can lead to imprecise memories. In some cases, it can even result in false memories which cause unjust convictions. The incorrect information will also mislead the readers, particularly member states, to make wrong decisions. It will negatively affect our common endeavor of finding sustainable solution for the Rakhine state. Mr. President, the situation in northern Rakhine is extremely complex. It has challenged our animal dimension involving issues inter alia, sovereignty, territorial integrity, terrorism, rule of law, human rights, and illegal migration. The security situation in northern Rakhine deteriorated sharply following the attacks on the police outpost in Maundo by the terrorist group called ASA in August 2017. The recent revelation of the massacre of 99 Hindus committed by ASA on the same day attack on the security outpost is shocking. We are disturbed by the fact that the High Commissioner conveniently failed to mention such heinous attack in his conference room paper. The subsequent clashes between the security forces and terrorists led to a significant number of Muslims seeking shelter in the neighboring country and other communities in southern Rakhine. We feel deeply for the suffering of all the people who have been caught up in the conflict, especially women, girls, and children. Those who fled their homes are many, not just Muslim in Rakhine, but also small minority groups such as Dainet, Morotat, Miramaji, and Hindus. The root cause of the tragedy was terrorism, and terrorism cannot be condoned under any circumstance. Mr. President, Myanmar strongly condemns the violation of human rights. The government of Myanmar, as repeatedly stated, will not condone any human rights violation and will take action against perpetrators in accordance with the law, where the allegations are supported by sufficient evidence. The government has recently made the announcement of its decision to establish an independent commission of inquiry with international and national personalities. In her speech to the diplomatic corps in Naypyidaw in September 2017, the State Councillor Daw Aung San Suu Kyi stressed that, I quote, action will be taken against all peoples, regardless of their religions, race, or political position, who go against the laws of the land and who violate human rights as accepted by our international community. We have never been soft on human rights in this country. Our government has emerged as a body committed to the defense of human rights, not of any particular community's rights, but of the rights of all human beings within the borders of our country. End quote. Mr. President, with the arrival of the monsoon season, the humanitarian situation in the camps will be getting severe, and we need to expedite the repatriation process agreed by Myanmar and Bangladesh in November 2017. Myanmar is doing its utmost to repatriate the verified displaced persons as immediately as possible in order to avoid yet another humanitarian disaster. We hope that with the recent signing of the MOU between the government of Myanmar, UNDP and UNHCR, things will now move expeditiously. In concluding, Mr. President, the challenges we face are daunting, but we are resolute to overcome them for all people of Myanmar. We call for a constructive approach on the complexity of challenges in Rakhine State. The international community can best help us by understanding the prevailing situation objectively and supporting the long-term reconciliation and sustained socio-economic development in Rakhine State. Full version of the statement will be uploaded in the extranet. I thank you, Mr. President.
All right.